Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me coming again on this Devil platform with another short message. And I will say, I hope you had a great Sabbath day this week. And I hope that you learned something outside of what is going on, because right now, the nation of Israel, they need a prophetess. If not a prophetess, they need a prophet. So they can hear what's actually taking place and what is to come. Because it's been given. And if they continue to walk in their darkness of their flesh, the Most High is going to suffer them to do just that. But I, Sister Deborah, say unto you that it is high time that you all recognize that you are in a third stage. And this third stage is not going to be pretty. But I do remember the Most High said at the end of it, he's going to show up and show out. His right hand going to be in it. So that's what I look forward to, is his right hand being a partaker in what is about to take place. But it ain't going to be like tomorrow. You notice a lot of things are being revealed. As time go on, you're going to notice all this drama about the virus has been a lie. You're going to start to see all that coming to light. And as time go on, you're going to find out that a lot of people are going to be coming forth saying how people were murdered and were told that they were dead and were not, or did things to take lives. Because the Most High didn't hear the cry of these people. He said many cries of people from these hospitals, he heard it from heaven. That stuff is real. And we're running around here thinking life is about putting all our focus on tearing up things and, not doing anything productive that'll make a change. A bishop was on here and he keep constantly coming on here and he's not making any sense to me. And I think he needs to really stand down because he's not making any sense. And the reason why I can say that is because I can discern his spirit. He is shaking so hard in his boots. He is so afraid about what's taking place. People, righteous and justice is those who stand up their end. He said, don't be afraid of their faces. And he had even told us how to go to the housetop and shout it out. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go before them. But what happened is we have failed our own people. We have not done anything for our own nation for so long. We think it's about tearing up something and marching. It's about standing up for righteousness and justice. Those who say they stand for the Most High Yah and they elect. You're to be out on the highways and byways and standing up in your purpose. When these things happen, you're the one that they shouldn't even be happening if you would stand up for righteousness and justice when things occur. And then you go to the police department. You go to the FBI. You go to the courthouse. You go to the system and say, no more. We can't have this. The media is owned by the underground power. That's why Trump wants to get rid of them, because he's not a part of the underground power. He's a part of Russia. He's a part of Russia. See, that's why he speaks different than everybody else, and everybody else be judging what he's saying and criticizing him. And they don't even understand who he is. And I'm not saying he is a righteous, but he's been placed there for a reason and as a time as this and for a purpose. Why you all don't even understand what the Democratic really represents and what's behind them and what they're doing. People are supporting so much unrighteousness and injustice, they can't even stand up for their own nation. But I think the saddest thing is when you get a bunch of men who run around here and then start a religion and then come around and wants to say we this and we that, we awakening, we this and we that, we got the books, we got this and we got that, and won't even stand up for no righteousness, no justice. These people shouldn't be out there picking it. Riding. It should be you. All these people on these these men on these devil platforms and in these camps and all this these groups who run around here talking about Yahweh and all this Hebrew and I got all the books that they took. I got all they ain't got nothing. And they got those people out there that that's only in their emotions and in their flesh. And that's because, you got churches on every corner. Even the pastor's not out there. Ain't nobody out there. Ain't nobody in righteousness. No one standing in righteousness. Somebody might say to me, well, Sister Deborah, you ain't out there. You don't know where I'm at. I stand for righteousness and justice. My children will tell you my mother ain't got no sense. But I am not going to stand for a bunch of men that run around here talking about they leaders and they kings. And they don't even know how to stand for righteousness and justice. Because when you stand for righteousness and justice, you are on Yahuwah's side. That's why I asked that bishop, whose side are you on? Talking about it's time to pray and unite. No, it's time for you to get your butt out of your house, from off behind your pulpit, and stand out at the courthouse, at the jails. When stuff like this happen, you should be the first one standing out for justice, standing out for righteousness, because the Most High already does shield to us that he'll fight our bad battles. Vengeance is the Most High God. All he wants us to do is stand still. But what he tell you to do, put on all the whole armor. And what did he say do? Stand. He didn't say stay behind your pulpit, running your church, under your house, under your mattress, under your bed. He said put on what's the sense of you putting on the whole armor to sit in your house and to hide behind your pulpit talking about I'm praying? And then got these people out here running out here doing what you're supposed to be doing. Don't you know the Most High see y'all? I'm talking to all these Hebrew Israelite movements that's on this devil platform. Even the ones that got a family way out in the woods. Be telling you all what to do and telling you all what's going on. And you out there living in it. They out in the woods thinking they separate from you. And don't even understand when everything hit big dog. I mean, when I say big dog hit the floor, they'll be the first one that they come to. And they don't even understand that. Because we're going to be tried by the fire. Oh, yes. We are being tried by the fire. And we're going to be tried by the fire. And then let me tell you what's going on with this thing. Okay. Sister Deborah had told you all that there's going to be a third stage. And I told you, I think it was almost 3 weeks ago. No, about 4 weeks ago, we are entering into the third stage. And the third stage is going to be worse than the first one. Meaning this virus was a setup from the floor. It wasn't that it was bad and people were losing their life. This was the United Snakes of America doing what they do best. Kill, steal, and destroy to get what they want. And the only way, and the most powerful thing that's kind of scary to me, I went before the Father and I said, Father, how is it that they did the mark of the beast, 666, and didn't even use the martial law and still had everybody in captivity in their house and in bondage? People couldn't buy, people couldn't get anything until they told them. They even walking around with masks on because they told them they couldn't, they had to. And people still walking around with masks even while they driving their car. You see, they didn't even use the mark of the beast. Oh, they coming out with something like that. That's going to be what the virus is going to be consist of. But they didn't even use that. And if the virus is going to be consist of, and I'm going to tell you, Bill Gates, you all be careful. Bill Gates is one of the number one who created the virus and the vaccine. But they did that way years ago. This is a plan. This is not something that came on China. CDC is over in China, just like it's over here. And it's the America CDC. This is a part of their plan to make you all look like fools thinking that they're against each other and they're going through this and they're going through that. No, they're all in it together. That's why people don't understand how they bouncing off of each other and how China end up making more money than America when we were suffering because we was buying from them. And we sit here saying they did something, but yet we were buying from them. I'm telling you, United Snakes of America got a plan for a people that's in this country. They own nationality. And this little thing that's going on, that's trying to manifest itself, it's going to reveal there was never a virus. It is. Look how the people going in multitude. Look how the crowds together. Only thing about it, the CDC might say this is the best time to throw that monkey wrench back in there again, to start saying these people are dying. It is something that they have started and created to bring people to death. But the majority of them, the father said he heard they cry. So if he heard they cry, that means they were crying, saying that they were murdered and they died and they should not have. But we walking around here talking about one man died and we cutting up from the floor up and don't even understand we're making room for them to continue to plot this out. They're going to be shooting your grandbabies, your great-great-grandbabies, your children, your nieces, your nephew, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brothers, your uncles, your wife, your husband. They're going to be shooting y'all tails up. And this shot is going to be the system. It's deeper than it. And Bill Gates, he really rolling it. Why do he have the power to stand up and talk to the American people for anything? But notice his clout. And this other fountain man, whoever he is, that's being in the White House, now being with Trump talking, him and Trump don't come on one accord. He's a part of it too. They the underground elites, you all. Bill Gates too. They got a trick. And his daughter, you can look at her and tell she is. You know, you really can. You can tell she's into something. She ain't no different than many others that's the underground. Bill Clinton and Hillary and Obama. I'm trying to see which part is Obama. Is he going to be the beast? Or he's going to be some part in that, y'all. He's going to rise up and he's going to show who he is. He already showing you all who he is. Y'all just too ignorant to see it. Y'all run around here talking about all this ignorant mess and being hypocrites and don't know what you want to run and have faith to or learn. I'm telling you, this is a nation that, I don't know. But I thank the Most High for having a plan for the ones that belong to him. I really do. I thank him for having such an awesome will and a plan for his that he has chosen before the foundation of the world. I just thank him for that, because I think that's beautiful that he's still going to have his, no matter what is going on, running around here pretending they something that they ain't, and ain't teaching nobody nothing about the Most High. Y'all getting all praises for themselves on these devil platforms. That is so sad. And everybody eating them up like they a full meal deal and ain't glorifying the Most High for nothing. But he explained to me, but that's how it was. That's how they always been. He said, Deborah, that's how they always been. So I'm not moved back. That's why he said his Lamb Book of Life already written before the heavens and earth was created. He said, I already got it nailed. He got everything nailed. He finished. He said, they don't even understand when I said it was finished in me. I had spoke it. And bam, there it was. And hey, I'm about to sit back and just watch it come to play. And he said he already know every corner. Like this man that got killed on about a cop, murdered. He knew that. He was there when the man murdered him. He seen it all. While we sitting around here trying to swing a monkey wrench to throw everybody off that we know something and we don't know nothing. We don't listen to the prophets. We don't listen to the prophetess. And yes, he said there's going to be false prophets. He's talking about you. He ain't talking about his elects that's going to be talking about the elect prophets. He's talking about you, who's teaching the flesh of man instead of teaching their spirit, but you can't teach them what you ain't got in your spirit. That's why I say a man a woman should never be subjected to a man and his ways until a man has gotten his flesh under the subjection to his spirit. Because when she be subjected to him, she's subjected to his flesh. But what about his spirit man? That the Most High said needs to be have dominion over his flesh. Oh, they don't know nothing about that, because they could care less. They think they can rule with their mouth, and that's why they have suffered so much in this country and still suffering, because he ain't finished with you yet, Hebrew. He ain't finished with you yet. He ain't finished with you yet. You ain't seen nothing. They're gonna start warring against each other, nation against nation. It's not nations, it's nation against nation. That means the people against the people. So when I look at that, I already see that amongst the Hebrew Israelites, they killing each other by great number. So, and it's okay in their community. It's okay. Everything they do is okay. They look at themselves as righteous, but everything everybody else do is unrighteous. But they don't understand. He said, you gonna gain the pledge as well, her pledge. You gonna get her pledge, not his, but her pledge. That means you're going to fall with her. And he was explaining to me about how how all this stuff that's going on and how they ain't looking for nothing and all this here that the government is doing, they thinking they gonna kind of sneak that virus, vaccine in and everything. They gonna sneak all that in. They gonna not sneak it. They gonna get it in because if you didn't have to use anything mandatory and the people buckled up to you, it's like throwing a fish hook into the water with no worm on it. That's how they did everything and got everybody in control. All the people got up on the hook. I mean, like a blink of an eye. So I was like, Father, they didn't use the martial law. They didn't use the mark of the beast. They didn't use nothing. He said they didn't have to. That's the mind of the people. He said that's how easy it is going to be for them to get everything in one world system. And not like the black people right now. They sitting out there thinking that they doing something. And when it's over, you're going to start to see, before it's over, you're going to start to see the white supremacists, the KKK, and the skinheads come up from out of nowhere. And you're going to be saying, well, wait a minute, who are these people that's going to try to support the cops and try to support the military? Who are these people? These are the underground power, first, how was that, line men that they're going to put out. It's because they're so eager to chop the black people down. Oh, they so ready for you black people. But see, when they get out there to come after you, they're going to have to be able to come after the Gentiles, the other Gentiles that's going to connect themselves to you right like now. You see a lot of them out there also marching with you. Okay, see, and that's what the skinheads is going to come out. I mean, the white supremacists, the skinheads, and the KKK, they're not even going to come out clothed. They're going to come out like normal Caucasian white people, but you're going to know who they are. At least I will, because if I get on the internet, I can see who they are. And that's why I said I really thank the Most High from not allowing me to be on the internet and seeing this stuff going on, because these are the things I know that's going to happen. If you had listened to me a month ago, these are the things I was saying, the third stage. See, the Most High never told me what's going to take place, but he said it was going to be worse than the first. So therefore, there's things about to take place which is going to blow the Hebrew Israelite off the map. And they can't see it because they still killing one another. Hatred and evil toward their own nation. And they think the Most High don't know it. So he has to wing out some things. He has to let some of this fire, we have to let some fire under some of these Negroes' feet. Because they think they God most gift to the world. In their wrongdoing, in their sin, in their hatred, in their murdering, in their stealing, in their killing, and they destroying their own community and their own people. And they think the Most High gonna stand by and let them because they want to live hypocrite. They want to holler when one person is killed by the white man, but says nothing when your brother's down there killing up your other brothers. That's leaving these young girls with no husband, these young babies with no father, while you just going on your lonesome being on these devil platforms playing that devil game. Now, when the skinheads and the white supremacists come up, they're not going to be dressed like they're going to try to disguise themselves because the elites are preparing them to come up. And when they come up, they're going to get amongst the blacks and you're going to start seeing some deaths and you're going to start seeing a whole bunch of things take place and you ain't going to know what's going on and it's going to hurt you to your heart. It's going to hurt you to your heart because you refuse to teach truth and spirit. You refuse to teach the people about learning who their spirit man is so God can rest in their spirit and fight their battles. And that's how he fight their battles. He teach them what to say. He teach them how to walk. He teach them how to stand for justice and righteous. But you all stay on all these so-called pastors and watchmen, seers and Moors and Hebrew Israelite teachers. Now sit on this devil platform talking about nothing. Now look what's on y'all. Look what has come before you all. Look what is approaching you. And right now, if Sister Deborah don't say nothing, 99.9 still ain't gonna take what Sister Deborah say. But you're gonna take it when you start seeing your people falling off. And who you gonna say doing it? Because they're gonna be there, and then all of a sudden the whites are gonna be fighting the whites. The supremacists and them gonna end up fighting their own because their own's gonna be standing up for black rights. and they go start to fighting and killing each other. See, they can do that because they got the firepower against each other. And they already were supposed to have been doing that 2000 and was that 17 or 18? So they was already supposed to have been doing that. But see, now this thing is coming up. Oh yeah, the elite says it's time to go take them Hebrews off the map, them Israelites off the map. So they're gonna send a crew of supremacists and the skinheads and the KKK out undisguised, and a lot of it's gonna be kind of deep. This thing is just not gonna just pan out just as, and it's not just this that's taking place with this man's death. It's a whole issue of thing that the government is sneaking under the table. So when this ceases, something else gonna come up. It's gonna be something over and over and over and over, nonstop. So it ain't gonna be a country that's gonna get back to normal. It'll never be the same, you guys. So that's why I say if you can't get right with the Most High in your spirit and get your flesh under subjection so you can stop killing these people, hating on your own nation, hating on people, and not loving the Most High with your spirit, learn who your spirit is. It's the light. Let the Ruach, tarry for the Ruach. Ask the Most High for the Ruach and tarry for it. And understand the biblical word. You need to, this is the time to go back into the word and learn it in the purest form in which it was created, and not how man has taught it to you, manipulated you to believe. Because now the fire is just warm and they shaking in their boots. Shaking so in their boots. And I sit and look at these men on YouTube. I said, look at them. Look at the fear on their face. Look at them. Running around here talking about they kings. They fools. That's what they are. Because anytime you turn these souls away from the spirit of the Father, you are straight up a fool. So our sister Deborah says, shalom, shalom.